Hello, it's me, French Ted, and we are back again for the next night of the All In Grand Prix, episode 77, I believe, and night 8 of our Grand Prix tournament. We are getting closer and closer to the end. And yeah, we got some fun matches tonight. Juice Robinson faces CM Punk. That should be a doozy. And our main event tonight is Bryan Danielson taking on Hangman Adam Page. I'm very, very excited for that one. As always, in the description below is all you need to know about tonight's match card and all of the competing competitors' points total. And at the end of this one, we will, of course, go through the standings at the end of night 8. But first, not talking about these people on the screen, I'm going to bring a graphic up now. And yes, look at that. You're probably confused thinking, why the hell is AEW Dark here? I recently binned off Dynamite because I was sick of booking B shows when, I just didn't need to. And then I was like, I kind of miss the B shows because that's a chance for me to, try out some matches, like test a few matches first, try out some chemistry, maybe try some tag teams, things like that. So I brought Dark back, I think like 2 weeks ago. And I've just been throwing random matches on there, just doing like random dream matches, people that aren't really in storylines right now, just seeing what would happen if these two faced each other. As you can see here, Mercedes Moné and Jamie Hayter have produced an 88 rated match, and I'm very upset that happened on fucking AEW Dark and not on one of my recorded shows. So I wanted to just show it off there and be like, look guys, women's wrestling, yeah. So let's hope that can be replicated on one of our shows in the future. I mean, Jamie Hayter's a star, Mercedes Moné is also a star. It's unfortunate that they're on different brands, because seeing that I would have been like, storyline now, but they're gonna have to bide our time with that. But yeah, that's the potential that we've got in the women's division. And in my eyes, I'd say that Hikaru Shida is probably our best performing woman. Rebecca Knox and Demi Bennett are up there as well. And this got an 88 and it didn't include any of them. So there is potential for greatness. But yeah, let's just remove that graphic. There we go. And yeah, we're back here, All In Grand Prix. Forget about women's wrestling. We are here at the Grand Prix. Renee Paquette, RJ City, Paul White welcoming us to night 8. So yeah, let's just dive straight into the first match, which is our exhibition trios match. Who's in it? I mean, if you look in the description, you'll see. But let's find out this way. Oh, an 88. That's what we want to see. But in About That had great wrestling and good heat. Whoa! It looks like Volta has had his first loss. And hold on a second. Even more wild is that Volta ate the pin. In About That had great wrestling and good heat, Darby Allin, Bandido and Kenny Omega defeat Miro, Pac and Volta in 22 minutes when Kenny Omega pins Volta with the one-winged angel. What? I mean, I wouldn't have booked it like that, but Jesus. I mean, okay. Volta has eaten his first pin. Volta has lost his first match. Thankfully, it's just the exhibition match, but still, is that going to rock his confidence? Also, Kenny Omega, that's a huge boost. Someone that no one has beaten yet in AEW. He is just pinned in the middle of the ring, albeit in an exhibition match, but still, that's got to do wonders for Kenny's confidence. And I just feel like showing this as well. Didn't book a winner. This is what they chose. And everything happens for a reason. Another thing that I want to point out, just because it's put here, CJ Perry, so formerly known as Lana, we brought her in as a wrestler / manager. We've recently changed her contract, so it's just manager. She has actually announced that she is retiring from in-ring action in 3 months. Not that that matters to us, because we're not planning on using her like that, but just thought I'd keep you guys in the loop. CJ Perry will be retiring from in-ring action very soon. But yeah, who cares? Because we just got an 88 opener, and Volta lost his first match. What a start to the show. Let's continue and see if anything can top this. Yeah. First block match is Zack Sabre Jr. and Drew Galloway. And talk about matching, 88. And about that had superb wrestling, my favourite word, and good heat. Drew Galloway gets the win. He is chasing Volta for that top spot. He defeats Zack Sabre Jr. in 12 minutes with the Claymore kick. And this is what I call an average rating. 88 is right in the middle of 87 and 89. It just makes sense. Do you not think? But yeah, Zack Sabre Jr. with an 87 and Drew with an 89. Love that. And of course, the Roberts family storyline continues as Jake Roberts is in the ear of Drew Galloway yet again, proving to maybe be the difference maker in terms of Drew's performances. But yeah, Drew gets another 2 points. Zack Sabre Jr. no points this time, my boy. You did get some last night. You ain't got any tonight. But yeah, let's move on with the show. Our next match is Keith Lee and Roosh. And oh, a 90. This is what we want. Night 7. Who? This is the night. And about that had great wrestling and good heat. Keith Lee continues his dominance at the top, and with Kenny Omega not having a block match tonight, he goes 2 points clear at the top. He defeats Roosh in 8 minutes, wow, with a Spirit Bomb. It took Moxley 20 minutes to do anything with Roosh, and it still ended a draw. Keith Lee did it in 8. A 93 from Keith Lee and a 75 from Roosh, totaling to a 90. Our match of the night so far. Let's just continue. We're steamrolling through this. I love Roosh, by the way. I think he's fantastic. I also love Keith Lee. I think he's fantastic. I love all these guys. That's why I picked him. I think they're all fantastic. Moving on. Little backstage segment here. MJF is FaceTiming his best bro, Matt Cardona, and letting him know, dude, I'm stuck in traffic. I can't see an end to this. I don't think I'm going to make it for your match. So I think I'm just going to turn around and head home. But I'm sending all of my love to you, bro. I'll be watching on my phone while I'm driving because I'm a naughty boy. Shh, don't tell the police. And I'll be rooting for you every step of the way. You can do it, Matt. I love you, bro. Bye. And then he hangs up. So Matt Cardona's like, oh, man. It sucks that MJF isn't going to be ringside. And then Steph Delander's like, huh, what if he's your lucky charm? And Matt's like, why would you say that? So no MJF at ringside tonight. Matt Cardona is doing it without his #1 fan and best bro, MJF. But that match is a little bit later on in the card. Let's head back to the ring for the next block match. 79. I mean, they don't click, so that's probably why. Cobb with a 66. In about that had good heat and decent wrestling, apparently. Nick Jackson defeats Jeff Cobb with a 450 splash. Jeff Cobb getting some back-to-back, I think, losses. So Mr. Inform is really losing form. Ever since he lost to John Moxley, he just hasn't been the same guy. That's really, really affected him, hasn't it? But even still, Nick Jackson getting his second win of the tournament, which lifts him off of that joint bottom spot with, I believe, Prince Devitt and Hangman Page. I might be wrong. We'll find out at the end. But Nick Jackson getting him some points. And still, they don't click at all, and he's still got a 78. I think that's quite good. But yeah, let's move on. There's not much to say about this. It's a match. So let's keep on moving. And next is that CM Punk and Juice Robinson match. And weirdly enough, it gets an 85, just like their last match they had. So yeah, they're pretty consistent here. But in a match that had great wrestling and good heat, Juice Robinson, ladies and gentlemen, Juice Robinson gets his first win of the All-In Grand Prix. And who against? CM fucking Punk. In 17 minutes, it looks like it was all Punk in this match, but Juice Robinson using his initiative, his creativity to surprise Punk with a quick cradle, getting that 1, 2, 3 and releasing the cradle and escaping the ring as quick as you can say rock hard. I don't know, as quick as you can say a fast word. 85 here, a 93 from Punk, a 72 from Juice. Punk benefited from a hot new move. What's that? Not kicking out at 3. But post-match, Juice Robinson has to really leg it, because the second that bell goes and he's outside of the ring, like, what? I got the win. Woo! First points. Fuck you, punk. Kenta and Bay come down the ramp, chasing down Juice Robinson because obviously he is Bullet Club Gold's enemy number 1 right now. And Juice just hightails it through the crowd and escapes an ambush from Bullet Club Gold. CM Punk furious about this loss. Not just through kayfabe, he's actually furious. He was not happy that I chose Juice Robinson to win, but it's okay. I'll silence him with a little bit of Wonga. Moving on though from that shock win, let's be honest, no one expected Juice Robinson to get the win over CM Punk. But next up we have Jon Moxley and Prince Devitt, and this match probably should have done a little bit better, let's be honest. Moxley really bombing it in terms of his performance, well, not his performances, in terms of the match ratings. But in a bout that had superb wrestling, again, my favourite word, and great heat, Jon Moxley gets the win, which means he is now 1 point behind Keith Lee. He defeats Prince Devitt in 14 minutes with the paradigm shift. Moxley with a 92, Prince Devitt with an 82, which is pretty good. But that lack of psychology really does affect the matches, doesn't it? Making it an 81 overall. Prince Devitt has just the 1 win so far in this tournament. Moxley, I believe he has a loss. No, he doesn't have a loss yet, does he? No, I think he's just got a draw. I don't remember. Either way, we know that he's 1 point behind Keith Lee, we think. I might be wrong on that as well. We'll find out at the end. I need to stop doing this because my memory's not the best. But after this, though, we have got another match. I believe we've got 2 more matches. We've got the Matt Cardona, Will Ospreay, and Hangman Adam Page on Bryan Danielson. I believe there are 2 final matches. So let's head into the next one. And it is that Matt Cardona Will Ospreay match. And in a bout that had great wrestling and good heat, it is Will Ospreay that gets the win. He defeats Matt Cardona in 14 minutes with the Stormbreaker. An 83 rated match. Not the best, but not the worst. Ospreay with an 89 and Cardona with a 79. There was enough selling in this one. I mean, Will Ospreay hates to sell, which annoys me. But yeah, Ospreay gets the win. I believe that puts him on to 8 points now. And Cardona, it's strange, isn't it? He loses the one night, well, not the one night, but the first night that MJF isn't there to support him. Maybe Steph was onto something, you know. I mean, I'm not a superstitious guy, but Matt Cardona might be. So we'll have to see the fallout from that. But yeah, an 83 overall, you know, it's fine. Ospreay gets the win. Cardona still remains on 6 points. And I believe this takes us to the main event match. Hangman Adam Page, who's, I'd say, underperformed so far, sitting on 2 points. And Bryan Danielson, again, I'd say slightly underperformed. I think he's on 5 points. Who is also our World Light Heavyweight Champion. So, you know, any light heavyweights out there that are defeating him could probably stake a claim at a title opportunity alongside Daniel Garcia. But that is our main event for tonight. Hangman against Bryan Danielson. Let's see what happens. Oh, why can't we get the 100? Oh no, I think we can't get the 100 because we're not 20 minutes plus. But still, oh, another 99. Oh, we already titled one of our videos. We got a 99. We can't say another. Well, yeah, we can. Another 99. Screw it. I'm spoiling it for you guys. That's the title of this video. You've already seen it. And then about that had superb wrestling, not sensational, which is weird, and great heat. Bryan Danielson gets the win. He defeats Hangman Adam Page in 17 minutes with the running knee. Hangman Adam Page got a 90, Bryan with a 93, and Bryan Danielson secures those points. Hangman Adam Page still sitting on those 2 points. Come on, Hangman. Former world champion. In the running for a World Tag Team Championship match against Omega and Ibushi. Omega, who's been killing it so far. Hangman, not so much. But yeah, that is how we end the show on a 99. Let's see what that does to our show rating. A 95 rated show. My goodness. It's shows like these, or it's ratings like these, that really make me thankful that I'm doing this series, because holy moly, we got some really great matches here. You know, Keith Lee Roosh with a 90. I mean, the 99's right there. 85 Juice and Punk. Drew and Zack 88. The opening trios match in 88. Also, Walter suffering his first loss. But let's not dwell on this page too much. Let's take a look at the standings and see where everyone sits. Okay, and here we are. Walter obviously still at 12 points at the top because, of course, he didn't wrestle tonight. Drew Galloway catching up with the 10 points. Ospreay just behind with the 8. Then we got 3 people on 6 points. Matt Cardona, CM Punk and Zack Sabre Jr. all losers tonight. Miro still sitting on those 3. Juice climbing up, getting his 2 points. The reason we have put him above Bandido in this list is because Juice's points actually came from a physical win, not from a forfeit. And then Darby Allin is at the bottom with 1 point from that draw with Miro. Looking at Block B, Keith Lee is still leading the charge. We've got John Moxley on 11 points, just behind Keith Lee, and just behind John Moxley is Kenny Omega. Following that, though, we've got Pac on his 7 points. Bryan Danielson climbing up slowly with the 5 points. 5 points? I'll have to double check that. Jeff Cobb on the 4, Nick on the 4 after his win. Roosh still sitting on 3, even though he's putting in some mad matches. And then we've got Hangman Page and Prince Devitt sitting down below on 2 points. But that is it for this one, guys. The next episode is Collision. Should be a fun show. I believe Demi Bennett is doing another open challenge because, you know, she wants the limelight to be on her for at least one night a week. And I don't blame her. I'd do the same. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. We're nearing the end of the Grand Prix. We've got 4 more nights, and then it is the Grand Prix final, which will be a special pay-per-view event. There'll be title matches. There'll be other things going on, as well as the main event, which will be the Block A and Block B winners facing off for the Grand Prix prize. But yeah, as always, please like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Bye. Yeah.